T is back once again. And thank you all for joining me here live on the Dukect Lounge. And if you're not listening live, you're listening on my YouTube and Blip. And thank you so much for that. And so many people watching this podcast. And I'm so happy people are watching and listening as well. Anyway, and if you want to always join me here live on the Dukect Lounge, as always, the phone number and everything else is 724-444-7444. The phone number is, once again, is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, it's 92417. Thank you so much today on this Friday, the 13th. Woo! Scary. Yes. And nothing really freaky happened today. Not much. Anything weird or crazy around, anything else, that sort of thing. But anyway, wow, there's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about, though. And that is, let's talk a little about TNA. Well, as most of you people may or may not know, I am a DirecTV subscriber, and, well, the whole DirecTV Viacom craziness, that basically stopped me from watching Impact for the most part. But Impact or anything from Spike TV, let me start over. DirecTV and the Viacom are having this major disagreement that is about, some say, oh, it's going to cost you Viacom say, oh, this DirecTV say it's going to cost you 30%, like $100. No, it's only cost you a couple of pennies, Those are charging a little bit more pennies and such. But DirecTV is saying this is going to be a huge price increase for their customers. Like this, we're not going to put our prices and stuff. We're not going to raise our prices and everything else to suit your needs. Because honestly, in this economy, I don't think you're worth that much money or what have you. They don't want to gouge their customers. Well, I fall on this side and what have you. Well, I really don't like either side, but Viacom recently basically pulled all their most of their shows and everything else off online. They pulled all their stuff online to get back on DirecTV subscribers or what have you. But no link for them. I will put a link on this in the description, by the way. They have basically not only punishing DirecTV, 20 million subscribers, but also they're punishing other people who don't even have a dog in this fight. So, honestly, the major PR, that probably is going to be a major PR hit for them. But hopefully they'll get this issue worked out, and we can finally get back to, watching for myself, and everything else. Get back watching Impact and all that good stuff, on a regular basis, like on my television screen and not on my computer. Anyway, though, but I did find a way to get into Impact, and let me tell you, it was very much a good show. I did like there's a lot of positives. I really loved the Bobby Roode segment. Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. Bobby Roode just couldn't say the words. He was so frustrated, so angry, so like, it's a fluke, and just yelling it. Just was just so frustrated on losing his essence, the TNA championship, the one thing that he's held for over a year. He did it. And all this type of stuff, he was going to hold that thing up, and people thought he was going to hold it to Bound for Glory. But then Austin Aries happened. Austin Aries at Destiny Snacks, cashing in option C, was the big winner. He cashed it in, and he became the TNA World Champion. And I have to say that belt looks good on him. And I did like it. And hopefully, I don't know what they're going to do here. Are they going to have a one-month title reign? Or are they going to push Storm and Rude? Or what are they going to do? I don't know yet. it is keeping me very intrigued about the series. I am intrigued, and I am intrigued in a good way. But with all this positive stuff for TNA, there's also some bad stuff. The Claire Lynch saga. I was hoping they'd drop this, but no, TNA seems to go on and thinking this storyline is going great. But I just want to basically make AJ Styles a complete and utter horrible human being. First, they're saying, oh my goodness, AJ Styles was sleeping with Dixie Carter to get ahead. That's not the case. Now he just looks like a person who slept with. Now it comes out that Claire Lynch, baby is AJ Styles. And AJ's complaining, like, he doesn't know, okay? He doesn't know. Which is probably really stupid. Did he sleep with her or not? That's the question. Did he sleep with her? Yes or no, AJ? If it goes out like, yeah, I just sleep with her, really? Is that really is? That's basically a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question. Like, did you sleep with her or not? That's the real thing. And that's not much intrigue there. It's just more, it's just not much of the intrigue. It's just, honestly, I know what's going to happen. It's going to come out that A, Daniels is actually the real dad, the real baby's daddy, or B, the whole pregnancy bump was all a lie, and Daniels and Kazarian Daniels and Kazarian put all of this up, even though Kazarian was doing this against his will or what have you. And, it's all that stupid stuff. That's what's going to happen. I guarantee you, it's going to run into those two things. It's going to be Daniels' baby daddy. Daniels is going to be the actual baby daddy. And two, it's actually, it's going to actually be a huge damn, like, Daniels, it was all on Daniels. Everything was completely Christopher Daniels, all that manipulation. Which will make, honestly, Kaz the stupidest person alive. And, honestly, yeah, Kaz would be the dumbest person alive to follow all this stuff and believe Daniels and everything else like that. It would be. And it's a shame because I like all these guys involved, but I feel like, honestly, my personal opinion, this is probably one of the worst storylines in TNA. In fact, not in TNA, but possibly in the mainstream wrestling or what have you. But it's crazy that TNA can be running and just to be on point 95% of the time, but this 5% of crap, it's there. It's just right there, and it bothers me. Because TNA, I wish they could have just dropped the storyline after Slammiversary or whatever. Just drop it and no one talks about it ever again. Which I think is best. Which is best for the entire thing. And I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, well, that's it. That's my fault. That is my TNA portion of the show is basically done. Oh, by the way, Miss Tessmacher, I hate that name. By the way, Miss Tessmacher and Gail Kim had a really good match on Impact. Really good. The commentating was horrible. Thanks to Brooke Hogan, by the way. God, Brooke Hogan and Taz, too. Brooke Hogan and Taz, I couldn't stand. I can barely tolerate Taz commentating. I can barely tolerate Taz, but when it was put together, it's really. I just wish Jeremy Borash was there full time because when he was at Destination X, dude was on point. I loved it. Dude was actually very good. I liked it. I really did. Anyway, that's my personal opinion. Anyway, after that, let's move on to my next point. Let's move on, shall we? And we will move on after this nice little song break of some OC Remix. And we'll be, after this little song break of OC Remix, we'll be talking about the WWE. That's right, we'll be previewing WWE's most high-pressure pay-per-view, the most looked upon pay-per-view, the most, honestly, probably one of the best pay-per-views that WWE has always put up year in, year out. This is the third time they did it. Because the first one was actually pretty good. The second one was great. And the third, Well, we don't know yet, but I have a feeling the third one's going to probably be good as well. I'm talking about WWE Money in the Bank. We're going to be talking about that right after this here on the Duke CT Lounge. Live here on the Duke CT Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Once again, if you want to call in and talk in the Duke CT Lounge, you want to easily call in and connect to me, Duke CT. The phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Duke CT, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Anyway, let's get on to the Money in the Bank. The main process of this show is, yes, the Money in the Bank. Yeah. Let's look at this. Let's first look at the pre-show match, ladies and gentlemen. We have the WWE Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth versus Hunico and Camacho. Yeah, I honestly don't care about this. It's not for the championship. Honestly, I honestly don't really care for him. I honestly don't really care for Kofi and R-Truth. The only tag team I actually care for is the Primetime Players, and they're not on the trade deal, so I'm skipping ahead. And honestly, I don't really care about Hunico or Camacho. Like I said, I don't care about any of these four guys. Kingston, R-Truth win. Primetime players come up and attack them. That's what's probably going to happen. If not, well, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's move on to the main show as we have the World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank. A lot of matches. We have Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion Christian, Tenzai, United States Champion Santino Marella, the intellectual savior of the masses, Damian Sandow, Tyson Kidd, Sin Cara, and Cody Rhodes. This match, I honestly think is going to be very good. In fact, I think this match is going to be probably the match of the night. I think, because honestly, I do love me a good old-fashioned ladder match, and I love these matches. And I think when I look at all these 8 guys, I have 3 people who I think is going to win. 3 people. I look at all of this, and I personally think, I think it's either going to be Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, or, call me crazy, Tyson Kidd. Now, let me just sit there. Tyson Kidd honestly has been getting a bit of a push lately, and they've been pushing him. It looks like he's doing pretty well. He just got victory over Tenzai. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but Tenzai and Tyson Kidd, maybe they'll flip over the briefcase and Tyson Kidd can actually beat Tenzai again, or I don't know, have Tenzai win. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like they're trying really hard to get Tenzai over, but then again, I think maybe Tyson Kidd, with that pinfall victory, I just don't see anything wrong with Tenzai or what have you. Or our Lord Tenzai, whatever he's called now. Seriously, it just seems to me that WWE really dropped the ball on him this early. They have too much victories. To me, he should have came out with jobber matches. Like Umaga, you believe that because he was building up challenges. He was building up to something. They just fed him to Punk, and they fed him to Punk, and they fed him to John Cena way too early. That to me was the problem. And that's why the crowd did not really take heed to him. Same thing with Sakamoto. With him being a Sakamoto, I don't really care. I mean, there's no real context of it. I mean, he just beats a guy up. I mean, there's no interactions. There's no real. Why should we care about Sakamoto? We have no reason why to care. I mean, we cared about Virgil. We cared about Alex Riley. We cared about a lot of those other guys because we saw them getting beat down. We saw them. We know a bit about their characters, backstage segments, that sort of thing. You can't just have a guy who is just someone who has, well, let's be honest, not really any type of personality or anything else, but other than being a follower of Tenzai, getting any type of sympathy. But then that's just me. But like I said, it's down to those three. And I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to pick the safe pick. I'm going to take the safe pick, and I'm going to pick Dolph Ziggler to win it because he has been getting close. They're teasing a face turn with him, and I have a feeling he's going to probably cash in on Sheamus or maybe Del Rio or something. Or maybe he'll come close or not. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do have Dolph Ziggler winning, even though I don't think he should win. I think honestly someone like Tyson Kidd would really be helpful with the Money in the Bank because Tyson Kidd and Cody Rhodes don't really need the briefcase. Someone like Tyson Kidd maybe need it, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think maybe Dolph Ziggler is probably going to win this match. Anyway, moving on. We have the World Heavyweight Championship match. The Great White Sheamus taking on the Mexican aristocrat Alberto Del Rio. I'm not going to say this right now. I am not looking forward to this match at all. Because, honestly, Del Rio, to me, I really wish he was in the U.S. States Championship match. I think him and Santino, even though they were squashes, I think they can actually do a good match together. And I think they would have actually built up Del Rio back up to it because he needs somebody to build up. He's not, I mean, he lost the WWE title in two weeks or what have you. He doesn't have any heat anymore. And worst of all, he's been injured. He doesn't have any type of openness at all. No one really has connection to him. To me, his ring announcer is more over than him, and that's something to be a problem with. That's a problem when a ring announcer is a lot more, not only not more interesting, but also more over than you. That's something they need to really do something for. Alberto Del Rio needs to go. I mean, maybe just a resuffering, maybe a tag team. I don't know, something a fun tag team these two guys could work with. That'd be interesting. Sheamus, on the other hand, like I said, I like him, but I think he was a very misservice for him. Maybe he should have got, like I said, in my WrestleMania review and WrestleMania last year standing review. Sheamus really needed segments, some vignettes, something like that to really convey his chance, why he needed to fight Daniel Bryan, why he needed to do so, and why he needed to do all this type of stuff. Why is he throwing out to Daniel Bryan? And maybe feel like, his last two championship reigns, which, I feel like it's just become really Again, I think he's becoming more of an afterthought as well. I mean, my personal opinion that Sheamus, he's impressive, but he always becomes the afterthought, which, again, is sadly becoming more and more happening because you can't promote all this promo time to Cena, CM Punk, AJ, and everything else, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan and stuff, and Sheamus and such will just push so far in the background that, oh, yeah, he's the World Heavyweight Champion. No real segments, no real character development. It's really hard to care for either character if they have nothing really to support on or anything else. It's downright sad. But I have Sheamus picking up the victory here. I have Sheamus picking up the victory, and that's what I think is going to happen. Sheamus picks up the victory via bro kick, and maybe Dolph Ziggler cashes it on and wins the belt, but that's my personal opinion. Anyway, we get on to our WWE Championship match because this ain't going to be in the main event. WWE Championship match. Special referee is AJ as CM Punk, the WWE Champion, the straight edge superstar, takes on sorry, some more throat. Takes on Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I have to say, these two guys are going to have a great match because these guys have great chemistry, great pacing, and all that good stuff. But I'm getting a little sick of AJ. I'm getting really tired of her. And I'm not getting wrong. I think AJ she actually has some talent, and she's over with the fans. I'm not going to go knock her because of that. I think she is really, like I said, really talented. She has a great personality. She clicks with the audience. And to me, she should win the Divas Championship because she's probably one of the most over divas out there. Other than, say, Karma or and Beth Phoenix. And Layla, I mean, she's way more over than Layla. I have no idea why Layla is still the Divas Champion. I have no idea. And honestly, she's good, but she has no heat. There's no connection to her. That's the problem. But honestly, I just don't know who's going to win this match because the way that has setting this whole thing up, I honestly think AJ's doing all this to screw Daniel Bryan because the way Daniel Bryan embarrassed her or what have you. I think this would be a perfect way to embarrass Daniel Bryan. And she's using Punk as a patsy or what have you. But that's my thing. That's my optimistic view. That's standing in my optimistic view. That's how I would look at how I would book it. She was doing all this to get Daniel Bryan at the peak of everything else. At the one thing he wants is the WWE Championship, and he takes it away from him and helps CM Punk become victorious again. And he holds that title for another, for another pay-per-views until I think he drops at SummerSlam. I don't know. But that's just me. But I would not be surprised if it goes the other way. Anyway, now we get to our main event. By the way, like I said, I'm picking CM Punk again. So, anyway, let's get back to our main event as we get to our WWE Championship Money in the Bank match with Big Show, Kane, John Cena, and Chris Jericho. That's all there is. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't care for Big Show. And without that, well, let's be honest, none of the audience cares. When he comes out, the crowd is silent. Kane, who I don't know what he is, face, heel, I don't know what he is. John Cena, who, honestly, I have no problem with him being in the match, but yeah, whatever. I have no problem with him being in the match. And we have Chris Jericho. Ladder match and everything else. I have no problem with just any of these guys, but I don't know. I just feel like it's just lacking. I really wish the fact is something like they need guys like A-Rye or Kofi Kingston or R-Truth. That would make this match better, but yet with these four guys who already been at the mountaintop, who's already did everything. Hell, John Cena has done it all in the WWE. Has literally done it all except win the Intercontinental title. I mean, he has done everything. Okay, except continuing to, but But you know what I'm saying, folks. You know what I'm saying. He has done everything. Same as Big Show, same as Kane, same as Jericho. Why are these guys fighting for something that someone like I said, A-Rye, Kofi Kingston, hell, I'll put Hunico in there too. Tyler X, all the other guys. This is their time to shine. Have a mix of old and new talent. I mean, the SmackDown Money in the Bank or World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank is more diverse and more interesting because you have established main eventers, people on the cusp, veterans, and young talent that has not been seen before. That is something, what Money in the Bank to me is. Not we have to get all the 4 veterans and such just to, really, it feels honestly, I can't believe I'm saying it's just lazy when they're just the only WWE champions and such. Why is this happening? I mean, why? Why can't, I think honestly multiple people there help? Why not put Brodus Clay in there instead of John Cena? Brodus Clay has more of a, for me, I wish Brodus Clay and Big Show's feud can continue on instead of Brodus going back to just doing jobbers. I think that would be a really good idea. I think Brodus Clay, how about Brodus Clay, Otunga, Brodus Clay, Otunga, A-Rye, Big Show, Kofi Kingston, John Cena, and Chris Jericho. How's that for a WWE Money in the Bank match? The WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match. Does that sound better? Does that not sound better? Instead of all this stuff, you have interconnecting storylines. You have Otunga, Big Show, John Cena, and Brodus Clay maybe teaming up to take those guys out. You have Chris Jericho wanting to prove once again how best in the world, and you continue this whole feud with Punk. You have Kofi Kingston wanting to be trying to get there, always pushing there, never getting there, always being more, wanting to get to the top again, wants to be a WWE champion. A-Rod, same thing. All this type of, these things could actually be really, really positive and really something that can connect with the, not connect to the audience, something that people are like, hey, this is really good. We can have something that people can connect with the audience with. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Instead of just these 4 guys who just have done it all, done everything else. And honestly, I'm not really going to care about this match. I know John Cena's going to win. I know Big Show's, it's going to either be Big Show or John Cena. 2 guys I definitely don't want to see come close to the WWE Championship. I don't really care how Big Show does this big old monster stick. He's done it so many damn times already. Same for John Cena, too. Just going in, then he's going to wear another, go in. You know what? This is going to happen. Cena's going to win Money in the Bank. Big Show's John Cena's going to win the Money in the Bank. He's going to cash it in against Punk or what have you. Cash it in. Or maybe he's going to do that for Raw 1000 or something. Rock and CM Punk are having a great match or something. Rock wins in WWE Championship. Cena comes out, cashes in the Money in the Bank, and takes the WWE Championship away from The Rock. I don't know. That's probably the most interesting thing I can come up with, which I think maybe that's where they're heading. But then again, it makes John Cena a heel, but I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they're going to cash that thing. Cena's going to cash it in. Maybe they hit some of the attitude adjustment and say, I'm cashing this in. Is that I'm going to cash this in at SummerSlam and getting the WWE Championship back. I don't know. That would be interesting. I don't know. Make it a triple threat with him, CM Punk, and Rock. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe that's the best way to do it. But honestly, maybe that's the way they're going to do it. I have no idea how anyone else would book that, but that's why I have a feeling. I think Cena is going to win again, and we're not going to really find anything big or important. There's just not going to really change. It's going to be a lot of bland, and Cena's going to have another championship reign. And again, and I'm really sick of it. Well, anyway, that's it for me for the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for listening to me bitch and moan. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me for bitching and moaning and what have you. And hopefully, Money in the Bank is actually a very good pay-per-view. And if not, well, cheers. I was just drinking a bottle of water. Anyway, thank you so much again for listening. And Dukect Lounge will be back once again. And I'll be back just talking basically about, well, hopefully DirecTV impacts, DirecTV and Viacom situation is taken care of. And I can sit back and watch Impact on my television again. And not only that, I can hopefully report that there's going to be something very positive about Money in the Bank and something that really cool happens there. I hope something that becomes, again, something a truly memorable show like the other two ones in a positive light. Anyway, that's all I have to say. 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 Gypsy here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Later.